Pioneers of MIDAMERICA Nazarene University. And the Hustlin' Owls of Oregon Institute of Technology. At this time, we ask that everyone please rise for our invocation given by College of the Ozarks Professor Stacy McNeil, and remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the College of the Ozarks Army ROTC Bobcat Company and the singing of our national anthem by Fresh 4.
Would you bow with me, please? Dear Lord, thank you for the blessing of this wonderful night together. God, we just pray for a good game played with wisdom and with character, God. May we honor you with all of our actions. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Take us off, friend. This way, friend.
Somebody in charge of the microphones? Sean. McSparron. Now let's meet our honorary coaches. For MIDAMERICA Nazarene, Vern Lewis and Vicki Bailey of Liberty Bank. And for Oregon Tech, John Fitzgibbons and Rick Todd of the Showboat Branson Bell. And now for your starting lineups. Starting at a guard for MIDAMERICA Nazarene, a 6-foot senior from Kokota, Iowa, number 14, Adam Hepker. At a guard for Oregon Tech, a 6-foot sophomore from Bonanza, Oregon, number 3, Mike Nerot. At a guard for MIDAMERICA Nazarene, a 6-foot 3-inch sophomore from Olathe, Kansas, number 21, Brenton Bell. At a guard for Oregon Tech is 5-foot 8-inch junior from Atwater, California, number 5, Juwan Hodges. For MIDAMERICA Nazarene, a 5-foot 11-inch junior from Fort Scott, Kansas, number 22, Austin Boots. At a forward for the Hustlin' Owls, a 6-foot 7-inch senior from Medford, Oregon, number 15, Ryan Feige. At a forward for the Pioneers, a 6'5" freshman from Olathe, Kansas, number 45, Andrew Crotty. At a forward for the Hustlin' Owls, a 6'8" junior from Perth, Australia, number 51, Josh Wetzler. At center for Mid-America Nazarene, a 6'7" junior from Platte City, Missouri, number 00, Danny Hawkins. And at center for Oregon Tech, a 6'10" junior from Mill Valley, California, number 55, Christian Kavanaugh. The head coach for Mid-America Nazarene is Rocky Lamar. The head coach for Oregon Tech is Dan Miles. Our officials tonight are Mike Litzelfellner, Randy Hagedorn, and Sean McSparron.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, from Keeter Gym on the campus of College of the Ozarks in Point Lookout, Missouri. Mike McClure along with Don West. Welcome to the 2008 NAIA Division II Men's Basketball National Semifinals. Earlier tonight, the number 1 seed Bellevue, Nebraska, defeating Northwestern of Iowa 70-67. Bellevue awaits the winner of this one between the 11th seed Oregon Tech Hustlin' Owls and the number 2 seed Mid-America Nazarene Pioneers. Oregon Tech at 29-6, Mid-America Nazarene at 31-4. Oregon Tech with victories over Mount Vernon Nazarene, Evangel University, and Grace College. Mid-America knocking off Fringe University, Cedarville University, and the host squad College of the Ozarks on Saturday night, 70-58. Don, 2 conferences players of the year. Ryan Feige for Oregon Tech, the conference player of the year in the Cascade Collegiate Conference. Adam Hepker, the conference player of the year in the Heart of America. This one ought to be fun tonight.
Great matchup tonight, Mike. It's a 2 versus 11 as far as the seeds go, and Mid-America Nazarene will try to make it 1 versus 2 in the championship game tomorrow night at 8:30 Central.
Oregon Tech in white, moving from right to left. The jumper from the elbow missed by Ryan Feige, but an offensive rebound by the Hustlin' Owls. Mike Nerot, low post to Christian Kavanaugh, backs in on Danny Hawkins. That'll be a fun matchup to watch tonight. Shot off the glass too strong, and the defensive rebound to Andrew Crotty for the Pioneers. Quickly down court, 3-ball in the air by Austin Boots, up and in, a 2 rather, his foot on the line. And Austin Boots with the first 2 points of the night for the Pioneers. Austin Boots averaging 10 points in the tournament, 7 points on the season. Here's a 3-ball by Mike Nerot, not quite. And the rebound saved back inbounds from Mid-America Nazarene. Adam Hepker, second in the nation at more than 7 assists per game, gives it left side to Austin Boots. Hepker just 5 assists away from breaking the career tournament record. Nice dish inside to Hawkins, the pretty assist from Austin Boots, and Hawkins with his first 2.
Keep a close eye on that matchup in the lane on both ends tonight. Josh Wetzler and Christian Kavanaugh for Oregon Tech against Andrew Crotty and Danny Hawkins for the Pioneers.
Mike Nerot, baseline right, Christian Kavanaugh. Entry pass into Nerot, shot blocked by Austin Boots, and its last touch by the Hustlin' Owls. It'll go over to Mid-America Nazarene.
Wow, they say Nerot got a piece of it on the way out of bounds. Referee Sean McSparron was sure of what he had there, and he sends it the other way to the Pioneers in black.
Mid-America Nazarene 2 victories away from being a repeat champion, the first time since Bethel, Indiana in 1997 and 1998. Again, they work it inside, and the shot up and in for Brenton Bell. It's a 6-0 lead and a timeout taken by Oregon Tech.
The Pioneers have come out hitting just right when they can execute a play like that, a very tight seam that pass had to go through to find its spot, and the alley-oop to Brenton Bell works for a 6-0 lead, 1 minute and 46 seconds into this game. And Mid-America Nazarene out to a big start in the national semifinal.
They are the defending national champions. They were ranked number 1 in the first 4 polls this year, and they finished as the number 1 team in the final regular season poll. They are tied for the most national tournament appearances with 13, along with Northwestern of Iowa. It's their 13th tournament appearance, including 10 in a row. Kavanaugh in the lane. Good defense by Hawkins. A nice little baby hook by Kavanaugh goes in for the first 2 points for the Hustlin' Owls. So the 6-0 run comes to an end. Here's Adam Hepker. Out to Boots for 3. This one no good. Rebound deflected over to Josh Wetzler. Boots in the tournament hitting 7 of 14 from beyond the arc, 50%. His teammate Brenton Bell hitting even better from three-point range. He's 6 for 11 for 55%. So they've got an inside and an outside game as Andrew Crotty picks up the Pioneers' first personal foul.
They have made a lot of shots inside and out. They've hit a good percentage of both of them. That's mainly what's carried them to this semifinal round.
Here's Feige. Whistle and a reaching in foul will go on Adam Hepker. The only senior for the Pioneers, and Ryan Feige, the only senior for Oregon Tech, 2 All-Americans. Vince Tompkins, 6-foot sophomore from Olathe, Kansas, checking in to replace Austin Boots. High post Christian Cavanaugh, 6'2", Mid-American Nazarene with a 4-point lead. We've played just over 2.5 minutes. Josh Wetzler, here's Feige, fadeaway jumper. Looked like an air ball, and the rebound to Danny Hawkins. Look how quickly Mid-American Nazarene gets set up in their half-court offense. Hepker, the quarterback of UL, the senior from Maquoketa, Iowa. Brenton Bell off to Tompkins. Nice dish down low to Danny Hopkins for the deuce. Danny Hopkins, of his 3 tournament games, he's had 2 double-doubles. 24 points and 15 rebounds in game 1, 20 points and 10 rebounds in the quarterfinal on Saturday. The shot by Cavanaugh no good, gets it back and feeds to Feige for the layup. Quickly at the other end, the shot by Bell won't go down, but an offensive rebound by Hawkins puts it up and in, and he's doing the dirty work underneath on the boards as he has done the entire tournament.
Don't blink or you'll miss something.
6-point deficit facing the Hustlin' Owls with 16:15 to go in the first half. Feige, pass nearly stolen by Vince Tompkins as he knocks it out of bounds. In for Oregon Tech, Miles Daly, 6'7" sophomore from Medford, Oregon. He'll replace Christian Cavanaugh.
He's played a big role in this tournament, a double-figure scoring average. Coming into the tournament averaging 7 a game. Tournament games of 10, 9, and 12 points.
Reverse layup, no good by Hodges. Ball goes out of bounds and its last touch by Oregon Tech. In for Mid-America Nazarene, Ben Swinger, a 6'8" sophomore from Redfield, Iowa. And all this young man has done in 3 games is missed 1 field goal. He's 6 for 7 from the field in the tournament, including a 4 for 4 performance in the opening win over Fringe University. 10-4 lead for Mid-America Nazarene, 6-point lead in possession. We've played 4 minutes. Adam Hepker being guarded by a lot taller Miles Daly. Hepker dribbles right around him, shot partially blocked by Ryan Feige, who may have got away with a foul. Loose ball picked up by the Hustlin' Owls. 3 ball by Juwan Hodges is good. Hodges, 31st 3 of the year, a 30% shooter from 3-point range, and all of a sudden the deficit cut in half. It's now 10-7 Pioneers with 15.5 to go in the first half. Hopkins now facing the basket, fadeaway jumper from 10, good. That's just tough.
He is about as tough as it gets in this tournament field.
12-7 Pioneers by 5 as we have played almost 5 minutes. Bounce pass to Ryan Feige. Dribbles it off his foot. Loose ball picked up by the Hustlin' Owls. Feige at the point. Man-to-man defense by the Pioneers. Hodges on the dribble drive. Great dish to Wetzler. Puts it up. Missed it. Offensive rebound Wetzler, and he won't miss the second one. So he misses for just the 3rd time in 3 games. He came in 13 for 15, 87%. Now with his first 2 points of the night, it's 19-12, Mid-America Nazarene by 3.
He missed from right underneath there, but he tapped it back in himself.
And he is a rebounding machine as well, with 32 rebounds in 3 games.
That's 16 against Evangel.
Right. Bank shot no good by Bell. The bank is closed, and the rebound to Josh Wetzler for the Hustlin' Owls. A fast start by Mid-America Nazarene, but all of a sudden Oregon Tech right back in. At foul line jumper off the iron for Daly. Rebound cradled underneath by Brenton Bell for Mid-America Nazarene. Hepker, stop and go move on the baseline, bounces that out to Ben Swinger. Brenton Bell. Hawkins, nice ball fake, drives to the block, finger roll, good.
Boy, unstoppable. Danny Hawkins on the inside. 10 points out of the 14 for the Pioneers so far.
5-point lead for the Pioneers. 14-9, 13:40 to go before intermission. Fiji backs in on the block. Shot rejected out of bounds by Danny Hawkins. In for the Pioneers, Brandon Cameron, a 6'5 junior from Buhler, Kansas. And Brady Small, a 6'4 junior from Westfield, Indiana. In for the Hustlin' Owls, Ryan Beasley, 6'4 junior from New Zealand. And Sean McSperrin with the foul call before the ball is even thrown inbounds. It'll go on Ryan Fiji, his first personal. You heard public address announcer Charlie Pentecost introduce the officials. Randy Hagedorn from Norfolk, Nebraska, Sean McSperrin from Freeburg, Illinois, and Mike Litzenfelder from Jackson, Missouri. Pioneers by 5 with possession. We've played 6.5 minutes. Vince Tompkins out to Hepker out near the half-court line. They don't play a zone often. They will kind of play a matchup 1-3-1 zone against Mid-American Nazarene here at the outset. Hepker, here's a 3 ball in the air. Too strong for Cameron. An offensive rebound by Vince Tompkins. Swinger to the block. Hepker on the dribble penetration, almost threw it away. Tompkins will lose the basketball as it's stolen away by Ryan Beasley. 1-on-4, and Beasley wisely waits for the white jerseys to get down court. Hodges on a little give and go, and he hits the layup. Juwan Hodges with 5. Mid-American Nazarene quickly at the other end. A near steal by Hodges. Hepker, pull-up jumper, left baseline, circles out. And the Hustlin' Owls will chase down the defensive rebound. Fiji for 3 for the tie. It's good. Fiji, his 54th 3 of the year. That leads the Hustlin' Owls, and we're deadlocked for the first time tonight at 14 all, but the tie quickly broken on a driving layup by Vince Tompkins for the Pioneers.
They're just so fast at getting down court.
And what you can do quicker, I can do even faster. Ryan Beasley with the layup for the Hustlin' Owls. You're right, Don, don't look down.
And now Mid-America slowing it up a little bit. Hepker will get into the offense, but when they want to crank it up to 5th gear, it is hard to get in their way.
Tompkins just outside the 3-point arc. Right side, Cameron will try the 3. This one's short. Defensive rebound, Ryan Beasley. Long pass down court intended for Fiji. Broken up and stolen by Brandon Cameron. An ill-advised pass. Hepker from about 18 feet out, no good. Nice rebound by Brent Johnson.
Should have shot the 3 there. I don't know why he didn't. He was wide open.
Tied at 16. A little more than 11 minutes to go in the first half. Tompkins just pokes it away from Beasley. Here's Hepker to the block. Whistle and a reaching in foul on Juwan Hodges. Juwan Hodges blessed with great speed. How about the school record holder in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 400 meters in track at Oregon Tech. He's one of 3 basketball players to qualify for the National Track and Field Meet, along with Joel Matchett, who does the triple jump, and Nate Lewis in the 400 meters.
Line change coming after this free throw. 7 players at the table.
Don, first free throw shot by either team. We've played almost 9 minutes. Hepker, a 77% free throw shooter on the season, 85% in this tournament.
There hasn't been time to shoot free throws yet.
Bell, Boots, Crotty all back in for the Pioneers. Hepker in this tournament, 22 for 26 from the free throw line. And since he's made those 2, make it 24 for 28. So Hepker's first 2 points of the night, and it's an 18-16 lead for Mid-American Nazarene, the number 2 seed, trying to knock off 11th seed Oregon Tech.
Hawkins back out there on the inside for Mid-America.
Here's Christian Cavanaugh. Ball kicked out of bounds by the Pioneers. Oregon Tech will keep it in front court. Trailing 18-16, 10:55 to go before intermission. Juwan Hodges, guarded by Austin Boots, goes to Nate Lewis. Back to Hodges, 3 ball, right wing, no. Good block out underneath by Danny Hawkins for the rebound. Hawkins with 33 rebounds coming into this game in this tournament. 4th all-time in tournament rebounds with 112. Hawkins forces that one up badly, missed it. But Hodges can't handle the basketball as he goes running into the Hustlin' Owl mascot to the side of the Oregon Tech team bench. Lots of folks listening in Olathe, Kansas. Lots of folks as well listening and watching in Klamath Falls, Oregon. Coach Danny Miles wanted to say hi to Stevie, as well as everybody listening in back in Oregon.
Stevie, the biggest fan of Oregon Tech.
No question. Pioneers by 2 with the ball. And Sean McSparron with a foul called away from the ball, and this one will go on Ben Swinger. His first. Back in for the Owls, Ryan Feige. And he'll replace Jawan Hodges. Where would Mid-America Nazarene be if they still had Cal Kibbers, a starter on last year's national championship team, out for the season with a knee injury, and that injury's so serious he might not even play next year. He is just a junior this year. I remember him playing in the national tournament last year, a key member of that title team. Kavanaugh in the lane, trying to draw the foul, no whistle. Ball goes out of bounds, it'll belong to the Pioneers.
Well, Hawkins certainly has been the star so far for Mid-America Nazarene. 10 points and 4 rebounds in 10 minutes, so that's a pace of 40 and 16.
You like those numbers?
Yeah.
Andrew Crotty, not a big scorer, has it outside the three-point arc on the right wing, goes over left wing to Ben Swinger. Here's Hawkins, backs in on Wetzler, now back out on the left side. Between the circles, Adam Hepker. Or for the first time, we might have a shot clock go under 10. Hepker with the shot clock at 8, drives, puts it off the glass and in. To 16, Pioneers by 4 with 9:10 to go in the half. Feige, pass stolen by Danny Hawkins. Look at him, he's a guard. He goes coast to coast to the block and back out on the wing to Ben Swinger. Over to Brenton Bell. And again, it's Sean McSparron with the foul call. This one on Andrew Crotty will be his second. Team foul number 4 on the Pioneers. The Hustlin' Owls with just 2 team fouls. We've played 11 minutes. The winner gets Bellevue, Nebraska tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the NAIA Division II Men's Basketball National Championship.
That's national cable television on CSTV at 8:30 tomorrow night.
Feige fadeaway jumper from 10, goes 9. Rebound off to Andrew Crotty. Bell knifes a pass to a cutting Hepker for the layup. Wow, what a pass from Brenton Bell from half court. Through a BB to a cutting Adam Hepker, who has 6.
Spectacular. Mid-America ties its largest lead.
3-ball left pocket. Nate Lewis is good. 20th tray of the year for Lewis, a 32% shooter. Bell at the other end, shot partially blocked by Kavanaugh.
Mike, they've only put 2 points on the board. I didn't see any ref raise their hands, but it sure looked like a 3 from here.
No really replay to check, so it'll stay 22-18. Here's a baseline jumper by Kavanaugh, good.
They might do it here when now they're going to get together before it gets too far removed.
First of all, let's credit the basket for Kavanaugh.
And they do have,
they
can go to that down
right
there. And that's what the officials are going to get together on. None of them raised their arms for the three-pointer in this left corner, 2 possessions back.
You saw Danny Miles over there pointing with 3 fingers in the air.
Sure looked like it.
Mike Litzenfellner talking with Rocky.
Now they'll
Lamar,
go to
they
it.
are going to go, and that's the correct thing to do. If you have access to the replay, back it up and show it. Here for Oregon Tech, Miles Daly in, and Jawan Hodges back in. Early in the first, 12 minutes from the field. Oregon Tech 39%, 9 for 23. And Mid-America Nazarene at 50% on 10 for 20, but they're 0 for 3 from three-point range.
I have a feeling this is going to change to a 3, but I wouldn't swear to it. Right now it says 22-20.
On the scoreboard on.
They've already got it on the live stats
Yeah.
as a 3, and that happened another time in the tournament too. There are those 2 3-point arcs on the court, one for this year and one for next year. And it's really going to be confusing because the women are staying with the old 3-point line
Wasn't
next
aware
year.
of that, are they? So both sets of the lines are going to be on the floor.
Every court in the country will have 2 3-point arcs on it.
Oregon Tech on the season averaging 85 points per game. That's 8th in the NAIA. They shoot right at 49% from the field. That's 12th best in the nation.
Meanwhile, the teams get a free timeout here. As long as they stay on the court. Rocky Lamar having a heated discussion with his team.
In the televised game tomorrow night, there will be media timeouts allocated, just like they do at the NCAA level.
It'll be like every other game you see on TV with.
They said 2.
They're going to stay with 2.
So that was Nate Lewis will be credited with 2 instead of 3.
I think Mike's explaining to Coach Miles that it was inconclusive. And you can't overrule what you already called if you don't have solid proof.
So we'll stay 22-20 on the scoreboard. Pioneers 2-point lead in the ball, 7:45 to go here in the first half. Hawkins drives, fadeaway jumper, good. 12 for Hawkins. Averaging 24 points per game in the tournament, 21 on the season.
6 out of 7 from the field now.
Miles Daly for Oregon Tech. Ryan Feige spins, shoots, and won't hit from about 13 feet out. Hawkins with a defensive rebound. Adam Hepker just have to cut off his dribble penetration. Here is Brenton Bell. Hawkins bounces it low, loose ball on the floor. Almost stolen by Hodges, but saved back in bounds by MIDAMERICA Nazarene. Brenton Bell. Hepker with the shot clock at 8. He's going to have to put it up in a hurry. 3, 2, 1. Shot rejected by Miles Daly. Now the shot clock goes off.
Ooh, but the whistle came before the buzzer sounded. So now what do you do? There aren't tenths of a second on the shot clock, so you can't put up just a couple of tenths. That's all there would be. You'd have to put a full second up there.
They are going to. That's exactly what they're going to do.
That's a huge break.
Yes, it is. It's not even a 3/10, like, you know, you can only do the tap versus the try.
That's 1 full second. And that's really more than they were entitled to.
Boots shot short, and that one doesn't hit the rim, and it will be a shot clock violation.
Not sure it didn't graze the bottom of it there, but that's okay. Same result.
Same result. 24-20, Pioneers by 4 with 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Bellevue, Nebraska winning earlier tonight over Northwestern of Iowa, 70-67. Bellevue the #1 seed. Nice shot off the window from Miles Daly. His first 2 points of the night, averaging 10 in the tournament, 7 on the season.
And in the women's tournament tonight in Sioux City, Iowa, College of the Ozarks won over Hastings in double overtime.
79-75, and the C of O Lady Cats are the #1 team in NAIA Division II on the women's side. So George Wilson's squad will again play for a national title. Well, that's 3 years in a row that squad will play for a national championship. They've been runner-up the last 2 years.
Just barely tonight. Double OT in the semis.
Here's a fadeaway jumper by Feige. Good. Watch out if he gets hot. Feige with 7. Only hitting 37% from the field in the tournament, but he ties it at 24 all with 5:40 to go in the first half. Hepker, nice ball fake, layup, good.
He's getting hot now. He hit a couple of free throws there at about the 10-minute mark for his first points. He's up to 8 now. Can't keep him down for very long.
Averaging 21 on the season, 19 in the tournament. Feige spins away from Bell and puts it up and in off the window. Bell at 6'3", Feige at 6'7". 4th tie of the game 14, 16, 24, and 26. 26 apiece with 5 minutes to go here in the first half at College of the Ozarks. Inside, Hawkins is fouled and will go to the line for 2.
4 ties, but Oregon Tech hasn't led yet.
Right. Miles Daly, first personal foul.
That was kind of like Northwestern in the other semifinal. They got even a couple of times late in that game, but just could not find a way to get ahead of Bellevue.
Hawkins' first free throw, no good. Brent Johnson back in for Oregon Tech. Vince Tompkins in for Mid-America Nazarene. Mid-America Nazarene in this tournament, 59 for 82 from the foul line, 72%. And they go 0 for 2 that trip. Miles Daly with the rebound. And for the first time, the Hustlin' Owls have a chance to take the lead. Mike Murat to Juwan Hodges. Down low to Fiji. It's obvious what they're trying to do. Fiji, fadeaway jumper, good, and the Hustlin' Owls lead 28-26.
He's just hitting from anywhere with whoever in his face.
Hawkins at the other end, fadeaway jumper, no, may have been partially blocked by Daly. Loose ball picked up by the Owls. 4:28 to go in the half. 28-26, Oregon Tech by 2. Brent Johnson guarded by Hawkins, takes it right at him. Baby hook in the lane, good. At the other end, Hawkins runs the floor and gets the layup. Can you believe the 6'7" guy, not blessed with, I'm going to say, the fastest guy on the team, but ran the floor to perfection.
He's just that good an athlete.
So the 4-point lead down to 2 at 30-28. Oregon Tech by 2 as we're under 4 minutes to go in the half. Brent Johnson over Hawkins, short. Rebound out of bounds, last touch by Miles Daly. It'll go back over to the Pioneers as Brenton Bell back in for Mid-America Nazarene, replacing Austin Boots. Here's Nate Lewis, 6'2" junior from Culver, Oregon, back in replacing Juwan Hodges. Well, no time to tell stories if they keep this up. This has been a great half of basketball. Pioneers can again tie it with a deuce. Here's Hepker, backdoor layup, partially blocked. Would have been a great assist from Hawkins. Fiji between the leg dribble, 3-ball up, 3-ball in. And look at him strutting back down court. Second tray for Fiji, he has 12. 33-28, Owls by 5. It's their biggest lead of the game. Low post, Hawkins lost his footing and ball goes out of bounds. The turnover back over to Oregon Tech. Brady Small, 6'4" junior from Westfield, Indiana, checking in. Ryan Beasley. Boy, Danny Miles and Rocky Lamar bringing the subs in fast and furious. Danny Miles in his 37th year, 845 wins, 362 losses. The 845 wins leads NAIA Division II coaches in that category. He is 7th all-time among NCAA and NAIA coaches. Here's Fiji, turnaround jumper no good. Tompkins just out-muscles Christian Cavanaugh for the ball. Cavanaugh, the transfer from the University of Maine, just not strong enough that time. Tompkins to Bell. Hopkins, great pass, shot up and in off the glass for Brady Small, with Danny Hawkins getting the assist. First 2 points of the night for Brady Small and just his 3rd and 4th points of the tournament. 33-30, Owls by 3 with 2:20 to go in the half. A cutting Brent Johnson, back out on the wing to Ryan Beasley. He is fouled by Vince Tompkins. And for the first time in the half, Oregon Tech goes to the free throw line. We have only had 3 free throws. Check that, 4 free throws shot in this game, all by the Pioneers, who were 2 of 4. Beasley, 77% free throw shooter on the season, 75% in the tournament. Will miss the first one. Daly back in for the Owls, replacing Cavanaugh. Johnson out, Wetzler back in. Turnovers are even at 4 apiece. Blocks are even at 4 apiece. Left-handed free throw good for Beasley. He hits 1 out of 2 and has 3 points. 34-30, Owls by 4 with 2:10 to go in the first half. NAIA Division II Men's Basketball National Semifinals from the Keeter Gym on the campus of College of the Ozarks in Point Lookout, Missouri, just a few miles south of Branson. On the baseline, Bell. Small at the wing, way out to Adam Hepker, who will reset the half-court offense. Shot clock at 10. Hepker, crossover move, pump fake, pull-up jumper. In and out, no good. I mean, he completely faked Nate Lewis out of his shoes. Hepker to Bell. Shot partially blocked by Lewis. Fige's pass down court goes out of bounds. Hepker went for the ball, and that's the correct call. It's last touch by Oregon Tech. Hepker and Ryan Beasley both collided and both went for the ball right in front of the Mid-America Nazarene bench, and the players had to scatter. Looked like the pass actually went off of head coach Rocky Lamar, who was considered part of the court, and since it was last touched by the Owls, it goes over to the Pioneers. So that's 5 men and a coach on the floor, kind of. Pioneers down 4, minute 15 to go in the first half. Hawkins way out on the wing. He wants to get a little closer to the basket, does so on the drive, puts it up off the glass, no. Rebound knocked out of bounds off the hands of Brady Small. It'll go back to the Hustlin' Owls. 3 team fouls on Oregon Tech, 5 team fouls on Mid-America Nazarene. We may not see the bonus here in the first 20 minutes.
Which is always just fine.
We love it. Juwan Hodges in for Nate Lewis.
Hawkins now 7 out of 10 from the field in the first half.
With 5 rebounds. Seems like he's had more than that. Final minute of play in the first half. Hodges guarded by Hepker. Top of the circle, Miles Daly. Right elbow, Fige. He's got a big size advantage as he just backs Bell to the block, puts it up no good, but draws a foul. Mid-America Nazarene has to make a switch. That is just too big of a size advantage right now for Oregon Tech.
I thought Bell might get a hand check there before that whole sequence started, but he didn't, and he gets a foul anyway, trying to stop Fige, who just backed his way as close as he could and drew the foul.
At least a 4-inch height advantage. Fige's first free throw, no good. Fige with 14, looking for 15. Second one good, goes 1 out of 2 and has 15 points here in the half. On a 20-point per game average in both the season and the tournament. 35-30. 38 seconds to go in the half. Mid-America Nazarene trailing by 5. Again, that's the tie is the biggest deficit they've faced here in the first 20 minutes. One time the Pioneers led 6-0. Long-range shot by Bell is good for 2. Brenton Bell with 4 points. Shot clock turned off. The Hustlin' Owls can hold for the last shot of the half, leading 35-32 as the fans behind the Pioneer bench come to their feet. School colors of red and blue, but of course a lot of green for St. Patrick's Day tonight. With 4 seconds, Hodges, baseline jumper, no, air ball. Mid-America Nazarene with the rebound, and Hepker won't be able to get a shot off before the buzzer sounds. We have reached halftime. Number 11 seed Oregon Tech leading number 2 seed Mid-America Nazarene 35-32 here at the halftime break, as we will take a look at the first half numbers. The Hustlin' Owls led in scoring by Ryan Fige with 15 points, 7 for Juwan Hodges, 4 points for Christian Cavanaugh, 3 for Ryan Beasley, and 2 apiece for Nate Lewis, Miles Daly, Brent Johnson, and Josh Wetzler. For Mid-America Nazarene in the first half, Danny Hawkins, who had 10 early points, finishing with 14. Adam Hepker with 8, 4 for Brenton Bell, and 2 apiece for Vince Tompkins, Austin Boots, and Brady Small. Both teams 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 5 turnovers committed by the Hustlin' Owls, only 4 turnovers committed by the Pioneers.
Ladies and gentlemen, if they're not making
Points in the paint really favoring Mid-America Nazarene because of Danny Hawkins. They had a number advantage in that category, 26-16. We've done a tremendous first half here at C of O.
It was back and forth, and Oregon Tech got the lead and hung on to it late in the half, and they lead it by 3. I hope you get to enjoy this halftime show here. These guys are great.
I'm going to let you listen in here on NAI.org. More basketball coming up in 14 minutes. Stay tuned for more ball.
buckets and boards. Matt Livingston and Gareth Center, buckets and boards. You can also catch them at a Dixie Stampede or at the Branson Landing. Ladies and gentlemen, during the last game, Northwestern College's Chad Skydeman became the tournament's all-time leader in rebounds with 134, breaking the old mark set by Amico Atik. Northwest Nazarene set back in 1992 to 1995. Congratulations to Chad Skydeman from Northwestern, the all-time tournament leader in rebounds.
Gets the winner of this one tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. for the national championship. We're at halftime of semifinal number 2 with Oregon Tech leading Mid-America Nazarene 35-32. Numbers from the first half for the Hustlin' Owls: 15 of 33 from the floor, 46%, including 3 of 5 from three-point range. Mid-America Nazarene 15 for 32, 47%. Same number of field goals made, but they were 0 for 3 from three-point range. Rebounds almost identical. Oregon Tech 18, Mid-America 17. Danny Hawkins 7 for 10, 14.6 rebounds, the big force for Mid-America Nazarene. They'll have the ball to start the second half, and to take you the rest of the way, here's Don West.
All right, Mike, so the only real difference on the stat sheet was that Oregon Tech made 3 threes and Mid-America Nazarene didn't make any. That's your 3-point difference right there. Both teams made 2 free throws. Both teams made 15 total field goals. Rebounds within 1, turnovers within 1. It's those 3 threes, 2 of them hit by Fige, 1 by Hodges, that made the difference for Oregon Tech. Owls move left to right as we watch here at the Keeter Gym at the opening of the second half. Fige from 3. Off the mark this time. Wetzler's on the rebound and he gets fouled. Josh Wetzler will go to the free throw line with the foul on Austin Boots. His first. Nobody had more than 1 foul in the first half, and that's Boots' first.
Wetzler in the tournament 6 for 11 from the free throw line, 55%. On the season, a 62% foul shooter.
Weren't very many fouls. Neither team got to the 1-and-1 in the first half. Wetzler good on the first of 2. Mike, with these final 4 teams in the field this year, Bellevue, Northwestern, Oregon Tech, and Mid-America Nazarene, a combined 8 championship game appearances between them, and they all have at least 1. That doesn't count the 2 that will be added to that total tonight.
And their experience really showing here on semifinal Monday.
Inside, Hawkins can't get it to pop over. Oregon Tech the rebound. Fige brings it down floor. And the Owls will get into their offense with a 5-point lead already. Fige up and under and in for Ryan Fige. He has 17 points, a game high.
Biggest lead of the night for the Hustlin' Owls.
4-0 in the second half already after a minute and a half for Oregon Tech. Hawkins misses close range again, and the rebound for Andrew Crotty. Bell will take it in for a 2. Timeout for Rocky Lamar. After the make for Brenton Bell to get the margin back to 5 points. 39-34, Oregon Tech with 18:24 to play. Bellevue is the only team among the 4 not to win the championship yet, and they're in the title game tomorrow night now. They finished second to Oregon Tech in 04. Northwestern won championships in 01 and 03, finished second in 92 in Stephenville, Texas. Oregon Tech won the championship in 04, finished second in 98 in Idaho. Mid-America Nazarene won the championship last year and finished second in 01 to Northwestern. 4 teams that know what they're doing here in the round of 4. And now Bellevue has made it 3 by beating Northwestern 70-67 earlier tonight. Bellevue gets the winner of this game tomorrow night at 8:30 Central Time on CSTV National Cable. Hodges underneath. Gets in there among the taller timber and was called for a travel.
So both teams with 1 turnover to start the second half. This is actually the 3rd time these 2 teams have met here in the national tournament. Each has won 1 time.
Hepker cutting through. Gets fouled by Fige, and that'll be his second. So he's the first player in the game even to get a second foul. Nate Lewis in the game for the Hustlin' Owls. Andrew Crotty in the lineup to replace Boots for the Pioneers. Mid-America inbounds. Crotty down low for Hawkins. Wetzler on him, and a foul from behind on Miles Daly. Daly's second, and Hawkins shooting 2. 14 points in the first half for him.
But 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Came into the tournament, shooting 73% from the line, 16 for 22 coming into this one tonight.
Just 1 out of 2 this time. 39-35 Oregon Tech. A long, long way to go. 17:49 and counting. Fige going to work. All the way. Drives and hits. And Hepker tries to answer, and he's blocked by Lewis. Fige going across. And Nerot brings it back to the top. By the way, Hepker for Mid-America had 4 assists in the first half. He's only 1 away from tying the all-time career tournament record. And earlier tonight, Chad Scheidemann for Northwestern beat the old tournament career rebounding record of over 130. Timeout now for Danny Miles with 17:12 to go, and the Hustlin' Owls leading 41-35.
That tournament career rebounding record may only last 1 year. Danny Hawkins came in 4th all-time in tournament rebounds with 112. Has 6 tonight, and Donnie may have another game tomorrow night, plus if they get back to the national tournament. But next year, they are in the heart of America. They will go to NAIA Division I, so I guess that Division II record will stay.
Unless he makes the championship and just completely dominates the boards the rest of tonight and tomorrow night. And there's still time for that. A guy of his level. Hustlin' Owls on offense after the timeout. Fige way out there. Drills the 3.
From downtown Hollister, from Scott McCauley's backyard, he launched that 3.
44-35, Oregon Tech. Hepker stops and pops underneath and hits.
So the 9-point lead didn't last very long.
Right back to 7 now. Fige just feeling from anywhere. Fige has 24. 9 already in the second half. In
3.5 minutes.
Yeah. Foul inside as Hawkins takes it in strong.
That's Miles Daly's 3rd personal foul. So Danny Miles will have to look down to his bench and bring Christian Cavanaugh in after the first free throw attempt from Danny Hawkins, who was just 1 for 4 from the stripe tonight.
The only thing he hasn't done well. 1 for 5 now.
As a team, the Pioneers are only 3 for 9.
Yikes.
In the tournament, came in hitting 72%. On the season, 69% from the free throw line, but tonight a struggle.
16 for Hawkins. 46-38, Oregon Tech with an 8-point lead in the ball. Fige, he'll just let her fly again. This one's short, tapped up, out of bounds, and Oregon Tech ball underneath.
Vince Tompkins back in for the Pioneers.
Not Mid-America's ball.
Yeah.
And
wait a
they
minute.
say, hang on a minute. Oregon Tech ball.
As is tradition, all the teams in the Final Four were treated to a dinner cruise on the showboat Branson Bell last night, and with players and fans and school officials really, as always, have a good time on the day of rest on Sunday with no ball being played.
Fige coming across Cavanaugh, a cutter off of the hands of Ryan Beasley and out of bounds.
Not a good pass by Christian Cavanaugh, low, and Danny Miles telling bounce pass, bounce pass, bounce pass. You can just read his lips from here.
This is the first of a 2-year contract here at College of the Ozarks, so they're locked into next year here. It's the 9th year in a row that the tournament has been here, and they've gone 2-year contracts at a time. So it will be here again in 09. Hawkins works hard but misses.
He's 0 for his last 3 after starting out 7 for 10 from the field. Hasn't got a field goal here in the second half, just 2 free throws. And he scored 10 points in a hurry tonight.
Sitting at 16 now. Boy, that one's in and out for Cavanaugh. Hepker all the way. And a blocking foul on Hodges. put Hepker on the free throw line. 5 minutes expired now in the second half. Oregon Tech leading 46-38. Adam Hepker, the Pioneers' only senior, trying not to see it end a game early, just like the only senior for the Hustlin' Owls, Ryan Feige.
Hepker points by game in the tournament, 15, 29, and 13.
A scoring average of 21 a game coming into the tournament, in the top 10 of the nation. And he was second nationally in assists.
A little bit more than 7 per game as he hits the first free throw.
And he may set the tournament assist record here in the second half.
I would say that's a pretty safe assumption.
46-40. Hustlin' Owls the lead in the ball.
Don, remember Feige on the opening game Thursday for the Owls went out with a partially dislocated right kneecap. Still playing through it. What a tough kid.
To back it in again on Tompkins and spins it out no good. Pioneers, Feige just pokes and steals it. Spins in the dish, and a miss right underneath for Wetzler, and he gets fouled on the follow.
Feige looks at Wetzler and said, man, you just took a good assist away from me.
Swinger gets the foul for the Pioneers, his second. Josh Wetzler shooting.
Struggling at the free throw line, 6 for 11 in his first 3 tournament games, only 55%.
Attempted the night as well. He made the 2 earlier in this half. Now he hits here. Boots back into the lineup for the Pioneers. 2 out of 2 for Wetzler. 48-40 Oregon Tech. Bell now for the Pioneers from Olathe, Kansas. Hepker head of the circle. And Bell will go for 3. Hawkins and Kavanaugh fighting for the rebound. Kavanaugh the last to touch it. Hepker out front with that quick first step. Drives and misses. Wetzler gets the pull for the Hustlin' Owls. And Hodges cutting and getting fouled. Hepker and Bell were both there. Hepker thinks it's on him and he can't believe it.
It's not.
It's on Bell. Bell's second foul and Juwan Hodges.
Hepker does a lot of talking to the officials every game.
That won't go.
Hodges 73% from the line in the tournament, 8 for 11 coming into tonight.
This one's off. Chance for the Pioneers to make up some ground. .48-40 Oregon Tech. MIDAMERICA taking its time this possession. Bell missing the 3, and Kavanaugh off balance on the rebound, and then the Owls able to regain control.
Shooting numbers almost identical. Oregon Tech 45%, MIDAMERICA Nazarene 44%.
Coming around, it's Beasley. Fouled as he takes it up.
Mike Litzenfellner from Jackson, Missouri with the foul call.
Number 2 on Austin Boots. Ryan Beasley, the junior from New Zealand, headed to the line. And he misses one. 4 new Owls headed in, everyone but Beasley obviously going out. Fiji and among those coming back in. And Beasley gets the second. The Mid-America Nazarene has had some chances to close the gap and come up empty. Meanwhile, Oregon Tech has extended the lead to 9.
Third different occasion, it's been a 9-point lead.
Never double digits. Hawkins working it in, and scoring.
That's what we saw in the first half out of the 6'7" junior from Platte City, Missouri.
A 30 called by Rocky Lamar on the Pioneer bench to get his defense kicked in gear now. 49-42, Oregon Tech with the lead with 12:34 to play.
Adam Hepker will always remember that the Show Me State, in addition to his national tournament appearances here in Point Lookout, he reached the 2,000 career point total in the loss at Evangel on January 28th. Evangel just up the road in Springfield, Missouri. Done in 16 years, only 4 #1 seeds have won the championship, as Bellevue, Nebraska, seeded #1, will have that staring them in the face tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m.
Will they be playing #2, or will it be the 11th seeded Hustlin' Owls? We'll know soon enough. Full court pressure applied by Mid-America Nazarene. Oregon Tech into its forecourt. Knee rod out for Daly, and Swinger fouled him from behind. That's body contact down low. Might have blocked it at the top, but not much to yell about on the other part of it. Miles Daly shooting 2. He is from Medford, Oregon, like Ryan Fiji and like Brent Johnson.
And they're all from the same high school.
Well, it's South Medford High School, and that high school was in a very popular high school tournament in Springfield right up the road last year.
That's right.
South Medford, and they featured Duke player Kyle Singler in that tournament.
Daly has not missed from the free throw line in the tournament now, 6 for 6. He will check out.
So some of these guys, the former high school teammate Kyle Singler at Duke. That's a tough call there. A foul on Brent Johnson, not straight up on the defense, and Hepker on the receiving end.
Brent Johnson is first.
Hepker with 12 points on the night. And he has number 13, Vince Tompkins off of the Pioneer bench. And Brandon Cameron out.
Hepker in the opening round win over Friends University was 11 for 12 from the free throw line.
15 points, 11 of them at the line in that game. A miss and then out of bounds, and Mid-America will get it. Boots back in for Tompkins.
Hepker's assist by game in the tournament, 9, 4, and 3. Again, needed just 5 to tie the overall tournament record, and had 4 assists already by halftime.
Wow, Hawkins hit hard as he took it in close.
Will be 3 on Fiji.
He'll have to at least think about it before doing that again now. Make Hawkins earn him at the free throw line. Gets the first of 2. He'll shoot for a 20-point semifinal night. Not yet. Feige runs it down for Oregon Tech.
You just know the Pioneers are going to make a run or two here in the last 12 minutes. Very, very tough for Oregon Tech to put this team away.
No question. Feige to work on Tompkins. And here comes Hector and the Pioneers. Hector, Feige coming out to keep him in check, and he'll back it out with 14 to shoot. A look inside. Hawkins up and in. The margin is 5 with 11 minutes left. Wexler to the top to Juwan Hodges. Oregon Tech seeing the shot clock run down to 8. Feige all the way and fouled. Vince Tompkins got it wrong, number 3 from the PA man. Tompkins' second foul.
Correction, fouls on Vince Tompkins, his second.
Charlie's allowed 1 a tournament. Does a great job.
He's the high school coach down here.
No, it used to be at Branson, now at Lebanon.
Lebanon.
Yeah. 25 for Feige. Running out of room on the score sheet.
Austin Boots back in. So that's a tournament high for Feige and counting at 26. But games of 18, 19, and 23 points heading into this one. Nearly half of his team's total of 53. Oregon Tech leads it by 7. Hepker all the way. Oh, he hit the bottom of the backboard, of the rim with it. Now Oregon Tech ahead by 7.
In early January, Feige had a career best 41 points.
Is this going to be him? It's Feige's 4th foul.
With 10:03 to play in the game.
He comes out.
Oh my. He was the NAIA Men's Basketball Division II Player of the Week for the week from December 31st to January 6th. And again, part of that effort, a career high 41 points at Concordia.
8 now for Brenton Bell. And the Pioneers get a little momentum boost with the Hustlin' Owls leader on the bench. The floating miss. Daly follows it.
He almost got the rebound basket with Ben Swinger's arms all the way around him. 4 on Swinger.
Not as big a casualty right now as Feige for Oregon Tech, but Swinger a valuable reserve, good rebound guy. Especially when Daly hitting the first of 2 with 9:37 to go. Swinger out. And Cameron in.
Daly again, the right guy at the free throw line, 7 for 7 in the tournament.
Still perfect in timeout. Danny Miles takes the full timeout, 55-48. Oregon Tech has a 7-point lead with 9:37 to play.
Don, a lot of pressure now on the Owls with Feige on the bench with 4 fouls. Somebody is going to have to pick up the slack. Juwan Hodges has not scored this half, all 5 of his points in the first half. Same thing with Nate Lewis, 3 in the first half. Beasley, 4 in the game and just 1 in the second half. Brent Johnson hasn't scored in the half. Josh Wetzler with 4 second-half points. Somebody has to step up. I don't know who that's going to be right now.
And they don't have anybody that can do all the things that he can do. So it is a crucial time for Danny Miles. So he takes the full timeout to discuss what his team's going to do here with 9:37 left. And Oregon Tech leading 55-48. Pioneers ball, and no pressure from the hustling out.
Mid-America Nazarene yet to make a 3-point basket in this game. They're 0 of 5 from beyond the arc. Oregon Tech 4 for 8 from 3-point range.
Cameron hits the first three of the night for the Pioneers.
Right on cue.
Mid-America's feeling it. This game might as well be tied right now. 55-51, Oregon Tech. And that's in for Beasley.
He's averaging 9 points in the tournament. That's 6 tonight.
Now here's a turnover. Hustling Owls lead it by 6 with possession. They'll burn a little time. Very good idea here. Long possession. Hodges all the way with 8 to shoot, and he gets fouled by Hepker. Juwan Hodges will shoot.
Oregon Tech maintaining their lead by hitting free throws. 13 for 18, 72%.
Mid-America Nazarene having its problems at the line.
8 of 14. Hodges hits the first.
Well, they're above the 50% mark anyway.
You know, they're treading water.
Hodges goes 2 out of 2. Oregon Tech back up by 8 to kill a little of the Pioneer momentum.
Got it cut down to 4.
Hepker underneath. 8 minutes to play. Let's see how much time the Owls worked off the clock this time. They'll find a good close-range shot. Missed, and on the back for Wetzler. The other way now. Well, they got it close.
Beasley never should have missed that shot. A nice pump fake to draw his defender in the air and just missed it from point-blank range.
Several of those haven't gone in for the Owls.
So that's 2 they didn't get, plus the foul puts Hawkins at the line for a 1-and-1. And tonight, Danny Hawkins just 3 for 8 from the stripe.
Feige back in, Mike.
Wow.
With 7:54 to play.
And his team's still up by 6.
Hawkins misses. Hodges on the rebound for Oregon Tech.
Hawkins 3 for 9 from the line. You didn't see that coming. 73% through 3 games. 16 for 22, but not tonight.
Keep your eye on 15 in white. Here he is. Back out for Hodges. A wide open 3. Doesn't go. Feige staying completely away from the boards. And a rebound foul again on Oregon Tech. Miles Daly's 4th on the back. Hawkins shooting again. Will he be able to make amends for all these misses? Kavanaugh back in for Daly.
If he misses this one, Mid-America will go to 8 for 16, just 50% from the line.
above water, like you said. Andrew Crotty returning. And just one this time for Hawkins.
His points by games, 24, 28, 20, and tonight 22.
Pioneers have closed the gap from 8 to 5 here in the last couple of minutes with 3 straight points. Underneath, Kavanaugh.
Nice up and under move. Even had Danny Hawkins fouled him, he's all right. Hawkins is not fouled tonight. No fouls with 7 minutes to play in the game.
They'll take it in and get what?
Foul on the floor before the shot.
It's a defensive foul on Wetzler. Hawkins shooting again, 6:57 left.
10 team fouls on Oregon Tech, 2 free throws the rest of the night for Mid-America Nazarene with 6:57 to go, and they're down 7.
Oregon Tech will be shooting one more 1-and-1 themselves before they go double bonus. Now Hawkins gets 2, maybe he's finding his range a little bit.
He looked a lot more confident on those 2 free throws.
61-56, the Pioneer fans spring to their feet behind their team's bench. Underneath Kavanaugh. Inside, Beasley steps out and hits. Big make there for Beasley. Now Hepker, followed in by Hawkins.
26 for Hawkins.
To match Feige. Ryan Feige's been kind of steering clear of trouble the last few possessions with 4 fouls. He'd like an open look here out at the top. Kavanaugh on the inside. Hepker diving and can't come up with it. .58 to play. Wipe up the floor here before Wetzler inbounds it.
If Mid-America doesn't rally to win this game, Don, all they have to do is look at the free throw line. Right now, 11 for 19, 58%. Meanwhile, Oregon Tech, 15 for 20, 75%.
8 misses for Mid-America is enough to be ahead. Feige will go to work.
Shot clock.
Down to 4. Feige with 2. Hodges for 3. Got it! Ahead of the buzzer. Now Tompkins. Back out and around for Mid-America Nazarene. Hawkins working Wetzler. Timeout after the basket for Rocky Lamar. 5:20 to go. 66-60 Oregon Tech.
Danny Hawkins with 28 to lead the Pioneers. Ryan Feige 26 to lead the Hustlin' Owls. Winner of this game turns around tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time to take on #1 seed Bellevue, Nebraska, who earlier tonight defeated Northwestern of Iowa. A tremendous semifinal game. (70-67).
Oregon Tech took the lead in this game with 4:40 left in the first half and have never given it back. After Mid-America Nazarene jumped out to a 6-0 and then a 10-4 lead. The Hustlin' Owls got it even on 3 occasions at 14, 24, and 26 before they took their first lead, which they have held ever since. Oregon Tech ball, a 6-point lead for the Hustlin' Owls. Look at Fige on the inside against Tompkins. Instead, a block as Bell rejects Beasley. Now out for Fige. Gets a step ahead of Tompkins. Lost the ball. And it hits the end line and will stay with the Owls.
Off the hands of Danny Hawkins, so it will stay to Oregon Tech. With 7 seconds on the shot clock.
4:51 to play. Inbounds for Fige. Little designed lob play, a little out of sync. Mid-America Nazarene coming away with a steal.
Tompkins took a finger in the eye. And Fige was moving his hand down to try and get the pass.
He's okay now. Inside, Hawkins makes it a 4-point game.
Hawkins with 30.
Hodges, now Daly. Now close, Tompkins sticking to Fige. Inside, Wetzler, take it away! Hepker, 1-on-1 with Hodges, and the foul will put Hepker on the line.
It's an automatic 2 shots, even though he wasn't fouled in the act of shooting, because Oregon Tech's already committed more than 10 team fouls.
Let's see how the Pioneers do at the line, improving a little bit of late. Don't think the only Pioneer senior is going to miss here, do you?
I don't think so.
We'll try to make it a 2-point game with 2 out of 2.
That's as close as they have been in a long, long time. Got to within 4 at one time at 55-51 during all this run.
I think you have to go back to that first lead in the first half,
right.
28-26. Fige now puts it in.
Oh my, what a move on the baseline.
May issue a
delay of game warning or just
leave the ball alone.
Yeah.
Warning.
Don't touch it.
55, Christian Kevin.
Wow, 30 for Hawkins, 28 for Fige, 68-64 Oregon Tech, 3:41 to play in regulation.
I heard you. Fige's out now.
See, I don't have Corey Riggs to yell at me in my ear, so then it's okay.
Fige may be limping a little bit as he goes to the bench. Set down and rest what has to be a sore knee, and now we get timeout.
Partial dislocation of the right kneecap. He's got to be hurt.
He is. You can see it in his eyes. Will he have enough left to help his team hang on here with 3:41 to play? Oregon Tech 68, Mid-America Nazarene 64.
It's been almost all the starters scoring for Mid-America Nazarene, only 7 points off the bench. Oregon Tech has 18 points off of their bench, led by Ryan Beasley's 8. Everything this game was built to be and then some. Both these teams 2-1 in semifinal games, with Oregon Tech winning in '98 over Northwestern Nazarene of Idaho, winning in 2004 over St. Ambrose of Iowa, but losing 3 years ago to Walsh, Ohio. Mid-America Nazarene winning in 2001 over Cornerstone, Michigan, losing in 2006 to Huntington, Indiana, and last year winning the national championship, beat Northwestern of Iowa 81-71. So 2 years in a row, Northwestern Red Raiders get knocked out in the semifinals. Chris Korver's ball club.
What I think still has to be the best game I've ever seen in this tournament.
Evangel, Northwestern semis, the year Evangel won in 02.
81-79.
We still talk about it.
Semifinal games, man. Swatted by Hodges. Here's Kavanaugh.
Big possession for Oregon Tech.
Ten to shoot for the Hustlin' Owls.
Feige still on the bench.
Hodges didn't get it there. Hawkins the rebound.
5-on-4, Kavanaugh slow in getting back.
Hepker around to Bell from Boots. That's in for three.
First three of the night.
Timeout. 68-67. Oregon Tech, and Feige's headed back in.
First three of the night for Bell. Couldn't have come at a bigger time. Just their second three as a team. Brandon Cameron hit their first not too many minutes ago.
2:35 to play. The second-seeded Pioneers trying to earn a berth in the championship game against top-seeded Bellevue.
Last tie of the game was at 26-all.
This is the only time and before up to that tie in the first half that Mid-America has been within a single point.
On four different occasions here in the second half, the Hustlin' Owls led by 9, the last one being at 51-42. And if Mid-America Nazarene rallies to win, they'll play Bellevue, Nebraska tomorrow night, and Mid-America Nazarene will try and be the first repeat champion since Bethel, Indiana did it in 1997 and 1998.
Feige for the Hustlin' Owls. Daly gets the two to rattle home.
Daly hitting 65% from the field in his 3 tournament games. Still a 1-possession lead.
Three could tie it. It's Hawkins missing a 2. And Feige down floor. Up strong. Doesn't get a call. High into the air. Oh, man. Mid-America comes away with the ball. Tompkins fouled.
Hodges collided with Hepker, and Hodges still down on the court.
They'll come out and look at him.
Do we have an intentional foul down here?
I didn't see the arms crossed, but we'll see what they come up with. You could have made a case for it. Hodges is acting like he's ready to play now. He talks to the officials.
No intentional foul.
Apparently just a...
No, everybody off the line. They did call it intentional.
Well, show me the signal then. It'll be 2 in the ball. It'll be intentional. Tompkins will shoot him.
Wow, how big is this?
How big is that? We'll get one more, and then Mid-America Nazarene will get the ball. They're going to wipe the ball off, make Tompkins stand at the free throw line for an hour and a half.
Minute 54 to play. Oregon Tech by 3. Mid-America Nazarene's Vince Tompkins gets one more free throw, and then the Pioneers will get the ball.
So So he gets the one, and now they'll take it underneath. Pioneers will get it. 70-68. Oregon Tech with 1:54 still to go.
If there is a held ball, possession arrow favors Oregon Tech. Keep that in mind over the last 1:54.
Brandon Cameron in the game. Swinger going out. Bell to inbounds. Hawkins for the tie. No, spins it out.
Don, I think he hesitated, couldn't decide whether to dunk it or lay it in and put it off the back of the rim.
Now 1:37 to go. Fige in some trouble, and they're just hanging all over him. And a foul will put him at the line for the last 1-and-1 of the night. Brenton Bell gets his third, and Fige will have one in the bonus. Nate Lewis replaces Beasley. Fige has 28 points. And now he'll shoot for 30 in a 4-point lead. He's not going to miss in this situation either.
Fige or Hepker, one of these two will take off a uniform for the last time tonight. What a shame. What a game.
These seniors are running on holy gasoline, man. Hawkins misses. Wetzler comes away with the board.
Hawkins has had two really good looks at the basket.
Pass intercepted by Bell. Nazarene down by 4. We hit the 1-minute mark to go. At the top, it's Bell. He'll try a 2, and that works. And timeout. So Bell's 2 makes it 72-70 Oregon Tech with 50 seconds to play.
It's a situation here, Don, where MidAmerica Nazarene does not need to foul. 50 seconds on the game clock, fresh 35 on the shot clock. All they have to do is play solid defense and get a rebound. Do not allow Oregon Tech to get an offensive board. Both teams will be in the double bonus, are in the double bonus. If MidAmerica Nazarene would foul, it would be their 10th team foul. Again, possession arrow favoring the Hustlin' Owls.
If they don't foul and Oregon Tech makes it, and they take 35 seconds off the clock, then you're in a battle that's going to be hard to win. So let's see if you're Nazarene. (72-70) Oregon Tech, the lead in the ball. How far down will the Owls take it before they have to shoot? At 13, Hodges unguarded. 7 to shoot. Tompkins, can he catch up with it? No. And it's going to be MidAmerica's ball. Danny Miles didn't put up much of an argument, but Tompkins was the one chasing it over to the Pioneer bench. Couldn't catch up with it, and it's Pioneer ball anyway. So they'll have 17 and a half to tie it or win it.
When Tompkins poked it away, both Tompkins and Fige went after it, and it maybe did appear that Tompkins might have thrown it off the chest.
Well, Sean
Fiji.
McSparron.
And I agree with that just because Danny Miles didn't say anything. So he probably had even a better look at it than what we had.
Yeah, Mr. McSparron knew what he had.
Yeah.
And everyone on the Pioneer bench was helping him over there point that direction. They get the call, and now MidAmerica Nazarene down by 2 with 17.5 to go.
MidAmerica Nazarene has not led in this game since 26-24. They've never led in the second half.
Oregon Tech took the lead with 4:40 left in the first half. They've led ever since. Let's see if they lead when it reads 0-0-0. Nazarene, 13 seconds. Boots down low for Hawkins. He'll go up and get fouled with 7.6.
That's not a bad foul by Miles Daly. Would have been almost a sure basket, and at least this way they'll make Hawkins earn him from the free throw line. A good foul by Daly, even though that's his fifth. He had no choice. They're going to call it on Wetzler. Okay.
51 instead of 41.
All right, they were both there.
Right there. So Hawkins will shoot after an Oregon Tech timeout.
I think Danny Miles would like Mr. Hawkins to think about it just a little bit.
He is 6 for 13 from the free throw line.
12 for 21 from the field. Maybe he can just think of it as a 15-foot jumper.
Standing flat-footed with nobody guarding you, right?
Right.
Well, he has 30 points. So in that regard, he's the guy you want shooting, but on this night, he hasn't been his normal self at the foul line.
Best free throw shooter in this tournament for MidAmerica has been Adam Hepker at 85%.
7.6 seconds remain. They'll make Hawkins earn them.
As we reach the 10 o'clock hour here in the Central Time Zone.
Station ID. Hawkins shooting 2. No, sir. Can you believe that? Now Nazarene's got to be in their fouling mode.
Does he try and go ahead and make the second with 7.6, or does he miss it on purpose? I think that's a lot of time. I try and go ahead and make it.
Yep. He gets the second. Now they'll have to foul if they can get it in back. Oh, here all alone is Nerot. His first points of the game with 4.8. Nazarene can still tie it with a 3. Hepker for the tie. No! Oregon Tech is in the championship.
There will be a new national champion in NAIA Division II men's basketball as the defending champions are knocked off tonight by the Hustlin' Owls. What a heads-up play to find Mike Nerot, who hadn't scored all game. After the made free throw, the press, they get it in bounds, but nobody was covering Nerot deep. Unbelievable.
(74-71) Oregon Tech. Adam Hepker with the last shot of his career tried to tie it and just missed from 3. And the Oregon Tech folks are going crazy, folks, over here next to us.
And I guarantee you Stevie might not have a voice right now.
MidAmerica Nazarene finishes 31-5 for the season. Danny Hawkins had 31 points tonight. Adam Hepker in his final game finished with 17. Brenton Bell had 13. Austin Boots 2 points. Vince Tompkins 3. Brandon Cameron 3. And Brady Small with 2. Oregon Tech moves on with a record of 30-6. They'll play top-seeded Bellevue tomorrow night at 8:30 Central Time. That's 6:30